tell you about how my local slant started, I guess, as regards art.
Okay.
I studied psychology and philosophy at the University of St. Thomas, but I had a class, English class, with a professor named Dr. Lowry. And somebody was writing a story, and the story wasn't quite working in the workshop. And so they said, well, why don't you set it in New York? It was set in Houston. Dr. Lowry slammed her fist on the table. She said, no, that's the problem. If a city or a place or anything is going to have an identity, it's up to the artists to create that identity for the people so that they can reflect themselves back to them and they can see who they are. So if Houston is ever going to be anything, it's up to the artists to write about Houston and to set their stories in Houston. So that's kind of where my local thing is. This project I'm doing with these ladies back here kind of believes in the sense that you can only live in the present moment. Well, you can also only be in the place you're living. So to be local and to understand what's going on around you, connection with people. So the project we're doing now is I have a CD coming out. I have a new novel coming out called The Things of This Earth. And then I'm working with a designer for a line of clothing. And the clothing will have themes in it from the novel and from the CD. So it's a whole world we're building. And it's all based and starting in Houston. And of course it'll move out to the whole world to whoever's interested. But the idea is to reestablish physical connection, textiles, touch, paper, people playing music together. And the internet facilitates that. But you can't lose sight of touching people, sending a letter to someone. They open it up in the mail. They can smell the paper. They can hear the music. It's not just in their coming with little pods in their ear, but they're there listening to a musician play, interacting with the risk of failure imminent. You know, if it's packaged and it's online and you've already done it, there's no risk of failure. But if you're watching a musician live, or an actor, or a poet, or somebody being interviewed like this, there's a possibility for failure. So there's that element of risk, which is very human, and I think integrates what Nietzsche talked about with Dionysus and Apollo, the two different parts of humanity coming together. And that's what we hope that our project will do, bring structure, but also carnival. Go ready, man.
I'm ready.
Well, these projects are coming soon to craigkinsey.com, but I also work with other groups like Sideshow Tramps. You can go to sideshowtramps.com and see some of the stuff we do and the kind of crazy music and also things done in Houston. And also Zen Hill Records, the band Craig Kinsey, myself, Sideshow Tramps, Southern Backtones, a lot of great bands. Will Workers are on Zen Hill, and it's also a local label that believes in community and taking what is local and giving it to the world as a gift.